1, 2, what's up, YouTube? Uncle Mike back again, and this time we on Maggie, the Black Owl. Shout out to Maggie, one of my buddies, one of my sisters. What's up, girl? Why fans got Rocko Fowler versus Jaguar Wright Floyd? Y'all know he came on the Sean Atwood show and he said his 2 cents, and I think I wasn't there, I don't know. I think him and Jaguar Wright is beefing a little bit, y'all. Come on, can we all get along? Let's get to the bottom of this negativity, man, and help each other. That's what I want to do. Hey, y'all, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out. Here we go.
I don't follow people around and make up lies and say people have done. It's not funny. I don't follow people around and make up lies and say people have done. I want to unalive their kids and call people PDF files. Y'all don't realize this is serious business when it hits a lawyer's desk. This is serious. This is serious offenses.
Hey, Rocko.
These people have my information.
Rocko.
Okay. Not the web. Hold on. No. Hold on. I'm gonna finish.
That's Odell, right? Hello, Odell.
Hey. Rocko.
That's
hey,
Odell.
Rocko.
Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh my
But
God.
anyways,
Here we
you
go.
say you do not get online and spread misinformation, correct?
I do not.
Where
Information is spread by others.
Where? So you said I broke into your phone and I took your website.
I never said you broke into my phone. I said my YouTube. I have the video and everything. Where when I hit join on my page, it said the Jaguar Wright effect. That's what it said. And it had badges. And I went into my settings and I never put badges on. I don't have that. I don't have that.
Rocko, do you realize how many fake Jaguar Wright effect pages there are out there?
Well, do you realize that there was money being made out of it? And do you realize that Jaguar has made lies about me? You can laugh all you want. It's not going to be funny when it goes in front of a court of law. And you're talking about a man at home.
Here we go. I hear Jaguar, baby. I hear
Diddy parties.
Rocko, Kansas City is a city, not a state. Just so you know, Kansas City
I know that.
And it's in Kansas.
I know that. I was on Independence Avenue, Kansas City, Missouri.
You probably were on tripping. That's all I gotta say.
Excuse me.
I gotta say, man.
Odell, please. Substances.
Take the glass out of your ear. I think you need to take that glass out of your ear. I think that's what you need to do. And I think you need to stop scamming dudes. And I ain't afraid of you.
Listen here.
I am not afraid of you. And I will put. I definitely
boy.
This documented.
I need you to understand something. You poking your head out.
Another allegation. How many allegations is this allegation?
You don't think we got a file on you?
Allegations? Is that what we should title this? All allegations.
Your file is almost as bad as Ratchet Gregory.
I'm playing a survivor because
I don't want to talk about.
Rocko, you're not allowing people to speak, my brother. Right? Okay. So
don't call me your brother, man. Don't call me your brother. You called me a plant before. I'm not your brother,
and
man.
Not said that you're a whole hillbilly heroin addict.
The same color blood I bleed. Okay. So don't act like you're my brother because you're not.
Well, ain't nobody bleeding Tootsie here, but you, boy.
Run your mouth.
Okay,
Oh
everyone, can we calm down? And is there any question actually, or is that just a blah, 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 blah? Because no.
You think it's funny. This whole thing is funny.
You're
it's
hysterical.
Not. It's really not because you're
Misha
back in the chat.
Misha, yes, Jag, nobody is set up to attack. Like I told you, Misha, I've always wanted to ask you about Lionel B. Rocko, because I saw you on Misha's interview. I got curious about your relationship with all of those people. Now now you're trying to say that you didn't really have a relationship with Jag, but you did have a relationship, which is why now you don't like her. Something happened.
Nothing happened that she's saying though. That see what I'm saying? That.
So you tell me what happened.
So what's my phone number then, Jack? What's my phone number then? If I made these threats, what's my phone number?
I earlier stated you called the phone number belonging to Tisha Renee Johnson,
Okay,
also known as. See, I wasn't finished. Got no respect. Like I was saying, you called Tisha Renee Johnson's phone. Her channel is Ty's Journey. She was the last hand. I remember your voice, boy. Ain't no getting away from that. You messed up. You should have stayed in the back. But now you out front.
That's fine.
And since you want to be out front, be out front.
Oh.
Jag, Rocko, stop it. You're making the teacher and me come out. Okay, so Rocko, what is your...
We can get to the bottom of this. We can get to the bottom of this.
What is your explanation of your relationship with Jag? Because there is one. What happened?
How do you know that? How are you, Maggie? How are you special? Are you God? Who died and gave you the throne? Seriously. So how do you know? So how do you know?
Do you want me to tell you?
How do you know who I am? How do you know who I am? By a pack of lies that a bunch of hillbilly motherfuckers put out on me on the web. A bunch of cult members. Okay? How do you know?
Everybody's in a cult. Here, a cult, there, a cult.
Jag, stop. Jag, please. Yes, Rocko, what were you saying?
I was saying, all these people that are making up this stuff, this has nothing to do with this community whatsoever. This is brought in from other communities that don't know how to keep their nose out of people's business. They want to follow around and they're obsessed with me. I tell them all the time, you're that obsessed, pay me.
Okay, so Rocko,
That's
now
it.
I can answer. Can I
want to
answer
be obsessed with me?
Can I answer,
answer me,
Rocko? Thank you. So how I know that you have a history with Jaguar and yourself is because that if you didn't know each other, there will be no hostility. You don't have hostility towards someone that you don't know.
Well, that'll be where Jag has to become clean, you know.
But she came clean about why she thinks that. But you, so you come clean.
That's a lie, though. That is a
tell
lie.
Me the truth. Then tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
Exactly everything Misha said. It is true.
Tell me the truth. Tell it to me. What is the truth?
I don't get into details because that's.
Then tell me a resume. Tell me a resume. What is the truth? Tell me bullet point. Tell me something.
The weather is nice today, you know.
So is that why? Because the weather is nice. Is that why now you're not getting on with Jag because the weather is nice?
I'm on here with Jag. We're going back and forth. It seems, you know. I mean, she got what she wanted. So, you know,
I didn't get what I wanted at all.
No, she did. She did.
Okay, but you are on my channel and you came to me to talk to me.
Because I heard, you know, the walls have ears. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. But you wanted to come on for a reason, right? You wanted to come on to talk to me, no?
My name out of his mouth. That's why.
Okay, but you could have said that on the chat. What you came to me for a reason.
But then I'm what?
I came because I saw what Murph was saying. That's it.
Okay.
I saw Murph, so I wanted to approach Murph and let him know you don't know me. So stop trying to act like you know me.
Rocko, I stand by my word. I stand by my word. I think you're a plant, mate. And
then believe what you want to believe. What are you? What sector do you roll with?
I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody.
What are you? Are you an MK Ultra? Are you what are you? Are you an assassin? Are you what are you? Are you
Maggie, I don't want to interrupt, but I have to go.
Oh, Jag, no. Okay.
Yeah, I have an appointment. But how about once I get myself together, if you guys are still alive, I'll tap back in. I just wanted to say death to the trolls. And we out of here.
Okay, bye, Jack. So yeah, Rocco, you wanted to talk to Merv because you wanted him to keep your name out of his mouth. Is that correct?
Yes, and all that other stuff is
So
is
Jaguar's gone.
lies upon lies upon lies. And when it's found out, people are gonna look real sorry in a courtroom.
And
You
then
think the Diddy stuff is bad? You cannot just go around calling people those names and making up those accusations. Because let me tell you something. I could get your phone right now. Somebody can get your phone number, use your phone number, act like they're you, okay? And then turn around. Yeah, AI can do a lot of stuff, and people don't seem to believe that. They want to blame that person, but meanwhile, there's other hidden entities out there that do this type of stuff. And this is how identity gets stolen, social security numbers get stolen. I mean, I've had my social security number compromised.
Okay.
I've had people show up to my house to try to literally unalive me. I have dealt with some horrible, horrible stuff that people don't know about.
Yes. And that during that time that you were do you remember what year it was when you were lured into the limousine?
To
There
be
you
real
go. Now
honest
let's
with
get
you,
to some
a lot
stuff.
of people, when it comes to this stuff, not going to sit there and tell you I remember every single bit and piece of detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
As much, as I wish, or not really wish, honestly. I wish I never had to wake up to these memories to begin with.
Okay.
But the reality of it is I believe God doesn't put people in people's lives for no reason.
Okay.
I believe that there's no coincidence behind that. Like homie CC has said that, a little bit will incapacitate you to a point where you could just go, they'll take you to an ATM, they'll make you withdraw your whole account.
Yeah.
Diddy was just a monster. He was a monster. I mean, there were several meetings in the courts in New York at one point where they did not want him having a house, or they did not they didn't even want to give him permits in the Hamptons at one point for parties because they're out of control. Out of control. East Hampton's a very small town.
Yeah.
His house, you can only wonder what's on the ocean. You got the Atlantic Ocean. What's really in that ocean? You understand what I'm saying there? And the part is why didn't they really truly investigate that house? Is what I'd like to know.
Okay.
Because
so when you were in all those area, because I think you said that he took you at 17, is that correct?
It was during the summertime at a club.
Yeah, the club. And then was that the only time that you saw Misha?
I mean, I have fragmented memories. I'm not going to lie. Working through those fragmented memories, but it's there. It's just when it's suppressed, it's got to just start to surface. And, with all the back and forth, who's a survivor and who's not and who's lying, let me tell you something. There was a lot of stuff done that Diddy didn't put on video.
But I just want to know what you remember. Is that because I understand that you have a fragmented memories, but is that the only memory that you have of her? Because it is really hard to remember anything.
Well, I do have memories of what I would call like a cockfight, which basically at one point in time, Misha had asked me, are you mad at me? And, I was sitting there and all of a sudden it came over me and it was like a feeling in my gut. And I knew exactly what she was talking about. And I said, no, I can't be mad at you, beating me down, because Diddy would do stuff like that as well. He'd have us fight each other. He'd have us do all kinds of stuff.
So I think after all that, I'm thinking that he's admitting that Misha was there with him. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this story, man, but this is ridiculous. I mean, I understand they've been drugged up and I understand that they're doing the best they can, but she asked him, did you see Misha there? and everybody's just saying Misha is lying. Y'all gotta understand, man, these people been through a lot of stuff, and they've been on that horse. I just call it whatever it is they want to call it, horse tranquilizers. Yeah. So he finally said right here.
All of a sudden, it came over me.
She asked, let's back up a
Because
little
I
bit.
understand that you have a fragmented memories.
I think.
And, with all the back and forth on who's a survivor and who's not and who's lying, let me tell you something. There was a lot of stuff done that Diddy didn't put on video.
Okay. A lot of stuff Diddy didn't put on video.
But I just want to know what you remember. Is that because I understand that you have a fragmented memories, but is that the only memory that you have of her? Because it is really hard to remember anything.
Well, I do have memories of what I would call like a cockfight, which basically at one point in time, Misha had asked me, are you mad at me? And, I was sitting there and all of a sudden it came over me and it was like a feeling in my gut. And I knew exactly what she was talking about. And I said, no, I can't be mad at you. Beating me down, because Diddy would do stuff like that as well. He'd have us fight each other. He'd have us do all kinds of stuff. Horrible, horrible stuff.
Okay.
Horrible.
And you remember Misha and you having that type of interaction?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes.
And how about Ali Carter?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
We did not get along. We did not get along. Because Diddy would use me for different things as well. That's what Diddy would do. He would use you, in one way against one person and then use that other person against that person. So it kind of splits you even more. Because the more you traumatize somebody, the more you split them and the more they're going to forget.
So
a couple of my, friends that...
So I think, I think he's saying that he remember Ali Carter being there around this Diddy stuff. Some type of, he called it a cockfight. So he was saying that Diddy made them fight each other, and Misha must have asked after the fight or around that time, are you mad at me? Misha must have beat him up or something. I don't know. Allegedly. But for some reason, I mean, they talking in circles. Maybe they plants, But he just said also, what I'm deciphering is Misha and Ali was there. That's what it sounds like I'm hearing so far. This is crazy, man. Here we go.
Are no longer here. The more you split them and the more they're going to forget. A couple of my, friends that are no longer here, I do believe there's a possibility of them being involved in some of this stuff as well. Because they never really, it's like one thing with me is I never really wanted, it's a hard subject to talk about, but at the same time, like I said before, it's like I got to be careful on what I say. But I'm not gonna, confess to a crimes where I called this person that I don't even know that person, by the way. So I would love to talk to this person, honestly, because I want to my name mouth.
Can I just ask you a question?
I know,
because somebody in the side, somebody's saying in the side chat that they're super confused, and this is just a question from the side chat. It's not from me, mate. Right? So,
what's the question?
Is that in previous interview, they asked you if you knew Ali or Tory, and you said no, you did not. And on
maybe now he remembers, so that is not a pertinent question.
Question,
yeah,
from me. It's not from somebody else.
You said that twice.
So
Murph.
please, Rocko, continue.
Well, first of all, at that time, division and all that stuff going on, and
Yeah.
people dividing, arguing. I didn't really want to say too much because of case reasons. Because a lawyer could pick up on anything.
Yeah, whatever.
They could hear one thing and say, "Wow, wait a minute, I want to talk to that person. He might know this, or he might know that, or she might know." You never know, but you got to be careful with that because it could be used in a court of law. So that's why.
Did you ever see Adria?
I seen her in a black dress. Yes, like she speaks about at parties and also at clubs.
So were you ever at those parties?
I when I was lured into the SUV, I was given a little small vial, and I didn't know at the time, and I took it, and next thing you know, I woke up in a bed next to two grown men, and I didn't know how I got there. I just know that there was a lot of partying going on, and I felt pain in a certain area. So, and that's hard to talk about being a male.
Yeah, of course.
Because it doesn't only affect that, it also affects the questioning your own, sexuality. Also, Diddy had ways of connecting people. I say the spiritual part of all this, the masonry about, all this stuff goes back far, far, far. And, I'm Scottish and I'm also Irish and German.
Okay.
So I come from a background of that. So that does bring in the MK Ultra and I've always been a target. And I say with the cops, it's like I've reached out, and they wouldn't even take reports from me. I mean, I've had a lot of things take place in my life that, it's better off not even to speak about because it sounds like a movie, but it's really reality. Until the world sees it, does the world see how Hollywood is looking right now? I've been waiting for this. This is the storm for real. People didn't believe it. It was coming.
Was that the only time that you saw Adria?
Only Justin.
Yeah. Was that the only time that you saw Adria when she was in the black dress?
Whenever I would see her, it'd either be at a club, it could be at a club at points, because what he would do is he'd send his sex workers into these clubs to pinpoint. To pinpoint. That's just an easy way to get extra.
Why? Who were at those clubs?
The person unwillingly sell them. You know.
Yeah.
And then, even in our school district, they were saying that beware of these white vans and beware of these people that just drive up and say that, we have work for you. You want to work? Don't get in the vehicle with that person because kids were going missing. Now, this was even in the 90s, kids were going missing.
Yeah.
There's books and everything written on this. Where I grew up in Long Island was I don't even want to go back to New York, honestly.
No. Okay. And was it different when you went to parties, like the white parties and the club? Was it the same time of trafficking, if we can say?
There's definitely underground tunnels that I remember being there. Dog cages, at times being fed dog food. Some of these rituals, I believe, were actually geared towards, Diddy. Like a lot of people don't understand, like he has power within that jail cell because he sold his soul. So once you sell your soul, you're owned and you have a lot of power, but God's still right there.
Man. Oh my gracious. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, I'm just listening. Right now I'm listening to all the stories, and you would think that if this guy was in the same predicament as Ali Carter, LaMisha name is coming back up into things. You would think that they would all get together and try their best to come to some type of conclusion, not all this stuff that they talking about. God damn, Elite killing him. Oh my goodness. So look here. I'm just gonna put this video up. We're gonna put this video up, and y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. I think that Rocko Fowler. Rocko is this is what people saying. Oh, don't believe him, he's a liar. Then it's Jaguar. Don't believe her, she's a liar. Then you got these other channels. Don't believe them, they a liar. And I'm sitting over here like, why is everybody lying? Or who is telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all let me know in the comments what you think, man, about this guy. Sound like to me he telling the truth. He don't like Murph, and he definitely, him and Jaguar, it's clear that they ain't getting along. So at least I know who's on what team, so to speak. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.